What's good with y'all? Young boy. I'm joking. I'm not copying somebody else's intro. That's gay. Okay? If you know whose intro that is, you know. If you know, you know. That person really helped me. That man really changed my life, my spiritual journey, my trajectory. If you know who that is. If you don't, is what it is. Right, so this video, in this little room again, but got the headset. This video is just uploaded right now. The video that you've probably already seen, hopefully, is my life path. Not life path, it's my yearly cycle, my yearly number, as in number 6. So today, different kind of video, right? It's not necessarily going to be about, it keeps really coming out of focus. I was literally sitting here trying to get the focus while I was making, like before I made this video. It's really annoying. But this video is going to be a reaction video, okay? One thing that I really want to mention, something that is really going to make my success for when I'm older, is the steps before you get the riches, okay? And if you don't do these steps, if you don't get these things sorted, how are you even supposed to really prosper? Okay, so what you need to adapt before you get the money, before you get the relationships, before you get all of these luxuries and all these benefits, you need to develop the mentality first. This is exactly when you see my videos in the future, when I'm like 21, when I'm older, whatever. When you see these videos of me being successful, it's because I've adopted the mentality before I've adopted the luxuries and the pleasures and the women or whatever. Okay. I really want to make sure this is in focus. I think it's because I'm so far away. Let me get a little bit closer, just so you can actually see me properly. Maybe I should have. I hate that it's inverted also. I don't know if it's inverted for you guys, but it's inverted for me. Okay, but who cares? So, we've got the books down here. Haven't read all of them, I'll be honest. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? This room is so small, it's pissing me off. Out of focus again. Yeah, so we're gonna do a reaction video. What reaction video are we gonna do? We're gonna do a reaction video of this, which is John Zherka and Jewish astrologist roast OnlyFans kid. This is Jack Dorothy, and that's GG33, known as Gary, and then John Zherka's also in this too. The reason why we're doing this reaction video today is because heavy on numerology and astrology. Numerology rules the world. That is the language of God, of the universe, of the matrix. Numerology is literally the foundation. It's all numbers and it's all the planets. It all is congruently aligned together, and if you understand this mechanism, you'll be able to really use it for business, for relationships, for family, for anything, for everything and anything. Numerology is places, is people, is everything. Like, when you really think of numerology and astrology, it affects everything. It's all congruent. It makes this world. So you may be saying, I don't want to learn this bullshit, this feminized bullshit, because it's gay. I want to make some money. This is the start of growing the mentality. It's the mentality of, okay, I understand that I need to learn these things. What are the elite learning? If you want to separate yourself from all these other people, if you want to separate yourself from the average Joe, which is hopefully what you want to do, right? You don't want to be the same as them, which also means your knowledge can't be the same as them. If you're reading every other book that everyone else is reading, what the fuck are you doing? If you read every self-help book, every business book, every sales book, every persuasion book, sure, they'll help. They have value. Well, if you're reading every single book that everybody else is reading, how are you going to get leverage? Because reading and acquiring knowledge is so you get leverage and understanding. And if you're not having leverage because everyone else is reading the same material you're reading, how is that even leverage? How is this even benefiting you? Everyone and their mum has read How to Win Friends and Influence People. It would be so much better if you read How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's good to read it, but also to inhibit different books that not a lot of people are reading. Which means you've got to look in different places. You can't just look in the same place. You can't just look at the same forward knowledge that, oh yeah, everyone's saying this book's good, so I'm just going to read that. Everyone's saying this book's good, so I'm just going to read that. I'm never going to try and endeavor, whether that's into yourself, whether that's into books or podcasts or anything. You need to endeavor into some material that not a lot of people are using. It's the same thing with a niche in business. If everybody's saturated the niche, then the niche isn't as prominent to make money. It's not as good because you can't leverage it as well. Unless you're going to innovate the niche and make it so much more better and prosperous. You're going to come into this niche and boss it, which is what you should do. But it's so much better if you just go into a niche that it's not as saturated and you can really master that niche. So how does this relate to knowledge? You need to find books that aren't, that like everybody isn't reading, sorry. So like old books, older books, maybe older philosophers. Maybe older kings and queens. Maybe even learn a different language to know more books in that other language. For instance, I want to learn Latin. That's something I'm really going to do. Learning Latin. How many people do you fucking know that know Latin? None. Now, what doors does that open? I now get to see Latin books. So acquiring knowledge that are outside of the circle, outside of the congruent masses. Oh yeah, everyone read Think and Grow Rich. Everyone read this. Everyone read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Nobody's saying learn Latin and go read a Latin book. No one's saying that. The reason why I chose Latin is because sometimes, don't worry guys, we are going to get into the actual video of reacting, but I'm not really coming on here to script a specific video. Obviously, I want to react to a video, but I'm not going to sit there rushing to react in the video because I want to make sure this video is nice and professional. I don't give a fuck. If I want to sit here for 20 minutes and talk, I will sit here in 20 minutes and talk. Because that's what I want to do. Oh my god, this focus is going to actually drive me nuts. Okay, let me actually push this a little bit closer. Oh, that's such an annoyance. Okay, let me just make sure it's all straight, just so you can see me. Okay, so, oh my god, it still looks out of focus. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that because it's really going to annoy me. Okay, so you really need to look at books and look at stuff and sources outside of the box, because if you're not utilizing sources that not a lot of people are utilizing, you're not going to have any unique and specified knowledge to who you are. So say if you read all these self-help books that everybody knows, your knowledge is not specific and your knowledge is not, it's not just, there's so many people with your knowledge. You're not unique, you're not special. There's nothing about you that you can't just go, yo, we say, man. Yeah, I read How to Win Friends and Influence People too. Oh, yeah, I read that too. So just make sure you smile. Make sure you're nice. You're genuinely interested in people. Make sure that you practice, positive body language, open body language. Like, everyone knows this shit already. And if you don't know this shit, then you're just lacking. Everyone knows about Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, man, like Think and Grow Rich, you gotta have a burning desire. You gotta have real passion for what you do, and you gotta see what you do as play. You don't want to see what you're doing as a rigorous discipline. You gotta enjoy it. You gotta really have fun with it. Now you have to get a mastermind group as well. You gotta get a mastermind group. You gotta have a unit. Everyone knows this shit already. Everyone knows this shit. Think, rich dad, poor dad. Yeah, you gotta make sure you're the rich dad and not the poor dad. Make sure you change up the mentality up here. Make sure instead of saying I can't afford it, you say how can I afford it? Because a question opens up your brain instead of closes it. That's alright, John. Everyone knows this shit. Everyone knows this shit already. But guess what? Imagine you're the guy who speaks Spanish or speaks French or speaks Latin or speaks English, but just looks at different shit. Imagine you're in a conversation, you say, yeah, I mean, I read this Latin book and it says you do this way. I learned this from an ancient philosopher. Like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, that's incredible. Yeah, like I was doing some research in different versions of the Bible in Latin, because back in the day, obviously the peasants, they couldn't speak Latin. The peasants couldn't read the Bible, so the peasants had to go to the Pope. They had to go to, you know, the higher ups who could speak Latin, they had to translate the Bible to the peasants. But of course, the peasants were never given the accurate information. The peasants were never given the information that could help them. They were only given information that kept them below. So of course, when you learn Latin, you're able to read exactly what the kings read back in the day. That was just an example. And that was a true fact, by the way. The kings and the queens and all that stuff. Hey, Phil, I'm just making a video, okay? Can you close the door, please? Oh, okay.
Hi. Wait, I can.
Philly, you can't stay in here while I'm making a video, okay?
My name is here. My cousin video. So we are being together.
Can't make it together. You can sit in there and look at yourself if you want to, but you are gonna have to get out, okay?
No. I don't want to.
I know, but I've got to finish the video.
I want to do a video.
You can't do it with me,
I
not
wanna
right
do
now.
a video.
We'll make a next one together, okay? Not this one, though.
Okay. What are you stupid? Boo! Okay. Get out of here.
Okay, my sister just came in. Oh. Sorry. I just had to edit it. But... oh, that really threw me off my flow. It's so annoying. Oh, that's all good. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, so that was a genuine fact. So the kings and the queens used to speak back in the day, yeah? They used to speak Latin. And the peons never used to speak Latin. Or at least they couldn't read the Bible, because the Bible was written in Latin. Look, don't get me wrong, I don't know history like that at the back of my hand, so if I got something wrong, please correct me in the comments, so I don't sound as stupid, okay? But don't get me wrong, there was a massive language barrier between the higher ups and the lowers, and the peasants. And that's the same exact thing in this day and age. The elite talk in a completely different language to how we talk. They have a different level of financial and general literacy that you do not have and what I do not have. Whether that's numerology, whether that's speaking Latin or any other language, whether that's just general understanding and knowledge, where are they getting this knowledge from? Because they're definitely not getting it from Amazon. They're definitely not getting it from the stupid books that we all read. The books that they laugh at. The books that they think are smart, but realistically they're not. Because you're not getting any kind of leverage. The most dangerous thing is the fact that you think that you're acquiring all this greater knowledge that no one else has got, when realistically you're not acquiring any you're not acquiring any general knowledge that's off the echelon of the elite. Don't get me wrong, I don't know what kind of information that they're all looking at. Occult books, you know, Freemasonry, all that stuff, whatever. Doing rituals with spirits and bonds and stuff. All that. Stuff that we don't do and we don't know. A lot of stuff that we do not know. A lot of stuff that's just not out on YouTube that we can't generally get unless you're probably going on the dark web to look at an occult book. Okay, so just understand that even though you're reading and doing these self-help things, you're never going to be at the elite. And when I say the elite, I don't necessarily mean you need to start controlling the world and using people like this, like with the puppet hands and everyone's down here. When I mean the elite, I just mean getting the top 1%, 0.1% of earners, of your physique, of your mentality, of your specification, of your mind, of your intelligence, of your integrity. Get in the 1% of these things. Because it's so easy to read some shitty help book. It's so easy to sit down with your hand in your boxers, jizz all over the page, and say you've read 100 pages today. It's so easy to sit down, look at all the collection of books you've bought and you've read, and say, Jesus Christ, I'm the man. But guess what? Your penis is still tiny. And guess what? You're still up here a retard. You can read a book and it just comes straight out of your brain. I mean, obviously we know without action it's useless. But at the same time, you just got to understand that all the books that you're reading aren't as grand as you think. And if you think all of these amazing books, don't get me wrong, they will help you. They will help you. But that's only if you're at level 0 to 3. I'm not saying that I'm above this. I'm not saying I'm above these books. I've literally got a bunch of books right here. I've got Deep Work. I've got Split Difference. I've got Letting Go. I've got How to Connect with Your Spirits and stuff. I've got a load of books over there. I've got even more books that you guys can't see. Actually, you might be able to, like, behind this chair right here. So I'm not sitting there saying, oh yeah, I'm better than that, I'm better than that, I'm better than you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, understand, you have to still read these books. Because it's levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3. It's like a fucking video game. That's exactly what it is. You got to start at the levels of reading this, and then you start to level up and read higher and more intellectual pieces. Just understand that this isn't what you should be reading. When you're trying to level up even higher, you need to read it as a foundation to build the habits of reading, to understand certain words and the way, just the way things are. Like waking up, you read. Before you go to bed, you read. Getting them habits down, that foundation, and getting some basic knowledge about some basic things, that is crucial. And that is gonna reading all these books are still gonna set you quite high, because no one else is putting in any work. But once you've read all these books, you don't just sit there and say, I'm God, I'm this, I'm that, I read all these books. You keep reading, but you don't buy more of these books that are on Amazon. You buy more of the books that are in the old library. You buy books that was in the old museum. You buy books that the old kings and the old queens used to read. You go read and do actual things that the actual elite were actually doing. There's a reason why they don't fucking go to school, because they don't want to be around your retarded child, around your retarded daughter sucking and fucking in the toilet. She's 14 years old. She's already got a body count of 5, and she's already been anally penetrated. That's crazy. That's mad. Okay, so no wonder why they're homeschooled. No wonder why they're all taught numerology. And if you think numerology or astrology is gay, fair enough. I don't blame you. Astrology and numerology has been made to be this wishy-washy feminized bullshit where some girl was sitting there with her droopy nipples with a little crystal on the bottom, and my spirit is telling me this. It's like, you look at the palm, we're gonna have 8 children and they're all gonna be gay, and you're gonna be a millionaire. Never. Like, it's just stupid, isn't it? Out of focus. There we go. It's stupid, isn't it? It's fucking stupid. It's like, it makes you think, oh my god. But they do this on purpose. If they can stop the young men, the youth, from learning about numerology and astrology, if they can stop young men from thinking about numerology and astrology, if they think, nah, that shit's gay, they're not going to have competition at the top, because that's what they're using. That's what they're using. I don't know numerology and astrology yet. Not properly. I'm literally at, like, if there was level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if there was like levels, I'm at level 0.1. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, we don't know shit. We just gotta accept we don't know shit, and accept that the shit we don't know is what we need to know. Does that make sense? Okay, so time to react to the video. Oh yeah, I need to move my big face out the way, make it a bit smaller. There we go. Okay, so the reason why I chose this video is because I've already watched it already. I'm gonna skip this coming up scene because we don't need to view what's coming up. We can just watch it. I sent this to my friend, okay, and I don't know if he watched it or not because I haven't seen his message. However, this is to show that getting money doesn't mean anything. Getting money sure brings freedom and sure it's a tool, but if you have money and you don't have good people around you, and you don't have a strong family connection, and you don't have the mentality up here, if you don't have that, if you think that you could just get money and just get some women, you are a fucking idiot. Because you'll be around a soulless community. Soulless. You'll be living in a house, not a home. You'll have a house that's massive, mansions, and you will never have a homely touch to it. You will never have the feeling of love, and you'll never have a homely feeling coming into your house. You see, there's a difference. A house and a home. Friends or brothers. There's a difference. Or acquaintances and friends. Depending, because I call my friends brothers. I don't even call, like, I say like friends, like acquaintances, like distant friends. That'll say, yo, what you saying? But they're really acquaintances. So you could have acquaintances to friends, or friends to brothers, and house to home. It's a difference. The home has a soul. The brothers have a soul. The acquaintances, the house, they're kind of soulless. They're kind of just there. Okay? So we're going to start this video. And it's very, it talks about numerology and stuff. So it's very good.
Right? If you have that much money, why are you going into immoral things to make more money?
Same reason he does it.
What's he doing that's immoral?
Living here, saying crazy like,
No, he's saying and doing completely different.
what am I doing?
You're taking advantage of sense.
We need more camera. He takes advantage of people as well.
How does he
He takes advantage of shit as well. He sells the dating course. People are still aren't gonna get dated no matter.
Okay, so one thing I do want to point out is her body language here. So you can see that she's got a barrier here. It's not necessarily because that's her boyfriend. So them two are dating. If you didn't, obviously, if you don't know these people, yeah, sure. But she's got the barrier here because obviously the barrier here, and she's moving away completely away from him, leaning on that side to get away from him. It's pretty obvious that this guy here is very out of place, and he's obviously trying to be a martyr and just tell him shit, saying he needs to stop doing this. He's obviously very young. He's 19, and he's making around about 500 to 650,000 pound a month. So he's ranging between 6 million and 6.5 million roughly a year. So that's crazy, and he's only 19. He's an OnlyFans manager, and the reason why he's saying about him being immoral is you're getting your money through immoral things. It's because when you're doing something like OnlyFans or taking advantage instead of helping people in a business, you're not going to, it's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you. And that's what he's just trying to explain to him here. He's just, okay, I got some family problems going on, like they're being fucking loud as fuck. If you can hear them, if you can't, that's fantastic, but if you can, just ignore that. Okay, so he's just saying you need to switch your business model. This fat guy is called Greg. No, yeah, Greg. And this guy he's talking to is called Jack. So yeah, just a little bit of context so you guys understand, so you guys are up to speed, and you're not just sitting there thinking, what the fuck, why am I watching some fat guy, he's got a massive belly and sandals, and I'm watching all these young people, so clearly these two guys are pedophiles. This guy because he's old as fuck, clearly they're pedophiles, and I'm just watching some human trafficking video. No, that's a bit of context, okay? So I'll start the video.
Yeah, but when dating course got a 10 out of 10 approval. Yeah. I think all those guys don't have girlfriends.
Those guys who you were basically milking, and they're sins, okay? You're not, but they're sins. Do you understand there's karmic repercussions with that?
Yeah, but regardless, they're gonna go to someone else, so I might as well.
But why does it have to be you? You already got your bag, dude. It's one. No, hold on. Someone else coming up, they have to take care of their kids, their family. They can make excuses. Brother, you already have your bag. You can invest in real estate. You can invest in a lot of different things to make money. then why do you need this?
Why not get more?
No, it's not that. You need morality. You need morality, kid, because it's gonna come back to haunt you. You're in such a unique position.
Exactly.
You're in such a unique position. You're fucking rich.
My
Let me
first
handle
day,
it.
I
Let
said
me
that.
handle this.
Damn.
You
Sit
had
down.
Stop. Okay, he doesn't set a good example of that. But you have to understand.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to understand. You can turn all this around and be an inspiration to people.
I did 200,000 views live on.
Okay, so this guy's really fucking annoying me in this video because he's just trying to get. He's letting his ego get to his head, and these two really have a lot of conflict. If you see already, that bro, there's a lot of hostility and passive aggressiveness, and the funny fact is, them two are actually living in the house together. So it shows that this kid right here, he owns this house. This kid right here that I got my mouth circling around his fucking back of his head, right? This guy right here owns this house with people staying in his house, living with him that he doesn't even like. Funny that, isn't it? He doesn't even like them. He doesn't even care about them. He's living with them for clout and money because they stream together and they're hilarious and they're funny and they have collabs and, oh yeah, my name is Jack and I'm featuring this person. And it's just easy if they live together, right? I don't know the ins and outs of their personal life, but from watching this video alone, you can tell that there's so much hostility. This is the dangers of getting money before you get the mentality. Getting money before you have a foundation of a good friendship, a good unit. This is the dangers of it. Because if you don't have this, you have situations like this. You'll be this guy. You will literally be this guy. In a house, with girls, with guys, with friends, with people coming in and out of your house, and you don't know who the fuck they are, and you don't care about them, and they don't care about you, and they disrespect you to your face, and you feel helpless. And then you wonder why these people kill themselves, and they feel lost, and they don't have any fulfillment, and they feel alone. This will happen to you if you don't develop the mindset and a good foundation and a good unit before you get money. Before you decide to, I don't know, get a mansion or some shit. Okay? And what he's saying is, we can rewind a little bit because I let it play out. He says about it being karma. You will get karmic debt for taking advantage of simps. Karmic debt doesn't just follow you in this lifetime. It follows you in the next lifetime. You may be a cunt right now in this life. You may take advantage of people and you may easily take advantage of them and get the money and get the bag. You may easily do that. You may be a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire, but it comes to haunt you in your next life. It's instant gratification versus delayed gratification. You're used to that term, right? Instant gratification versus delayed gratification. You're used to that. You're used to the fact that you don't want to eat that chocolate cake now because in the future you're going to face the consequences. You'd rather have the instant gratification of going to a club and having sex with that ugly girl than having a delayed gratification of waiting, working on yourself and getting the beautiful wife you've always dreamed of. People would rather have the instant gratification than the long-term gratification. Why not apply it to this? Why not we have delayed gratification to building a business or building a business, whether you're, I say building a business twice. I meant to say like being a part of a corporation as in somebody else's business. Because not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur and not everyone wants to have their own business. A lot of people would rather work for somebody else but just be really high up in that corporation. So whatever your desire is, it doesn't matter. You need to make sure you're staying in line with your morals and your integrity, because in the future life it's going to fucking haunt you. Have the delayed gratification to just wait a bit and actually find something that helps people instead of the instant gratification of getting a bit of money right now. In this life, get a bit of money. I'm a drug dealer. Man's gonna sell coke on the street and that. Man's gonna sell a bit of Charlie and that. Man got to sell a bit of hero to the crackheads and that. Man's gonna do that. Man's gonna chef up some dickheads and rob them. Yeah, I'm gonna go up in JD, put a bally on, smack up the waiter. Waiter? Wait, I'm gonna say waiter. Smack up the receptionist. in front of the till, rob the ting, take all the money, grab all my Air Force Ones and that. Bow, get a gun, shoot him in the face and go rob his house. Yeah. Yeah, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Now man's got a Lamborghini, big dick swinging, big balls hanging. Man's got 8 big bitty Latinas with her arse out. Man just performed anal sex 4 times in a row. Now man's gonna make a music video, and my music video is gonna be like, yo, stabbed up 4 men. Boom, my dick is so brown because I just bum these Latinas and that. Yeah, man's a bad man. Look at my 8 pairs of Air Forces and Louis Vuitton shoes. They got spikes in it because them spikes represent the knives I've impaled to young kids. That's what these idiots are doing. But guess what? In the future, in the next life, they'll pay for that. They'll pay for that. They will pay for that. It will fucking haunt them. And they will feel it times 10. They will feel that shit times 10. I promise you. This follows you. You need to instead of doing that example I said from that crackhead probably from South London, you need to focus on building something sustainable that follows your integrity. And then in the next life and in this life, you will prosper.
You have to understand.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to understand. You can turn all this around and be an inspiration to people.
I did 200,000 views live on Kick yesterday. No one in this house will ever do that.
And you got f***ed up by a 150-pound guy.
Yeah, it's just an ego battle right now. So I'm sure.
You will never headline. None of you can do what I do. All right, go ahead.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. You have money. That's a blessing. Not just to have money, because I have money. But you have it at your age. That's a blessing. Don't fucking take advantage of people just because you can. Just because you can kill an animal doesn't mean you should. You have to show restraint. I'm just telling you as a person.
That's just how you look at it.
No, I'm not looking. No. Because people, when you're making people pay for owning content, let me tell you what happens. It does.
I'm not making anyone do anything.
Okay.
They choose to do it.
But you're promoting. You're promoting it, and you have a direct response with how much money to make because you send people down, and you know that. So they wouldn't do anything without you. You're the fucking man who sends it. So let's get that right.
I personally don't think anyone's creating OnlyFans accounts to specifically buy something. Most of it already have one. Most of it are already buying.
But are you not giving them more people? Are you not giving them more jobs?
More options to choose from? Yeah. They
No.
got
So here's what I'm trying to tell you. When a simp isn't getting pussy from a woman, all of a sudden that negates them from fucking having a family. And when simps don't have families, that means they don't have kids. And that basically stop. The world destroys itself because of this. You need the bottom half to have kids too. You need that. So what I'm trying to tell you is you're blessed, bro. You're blessed. You don't have to do this anymore. No, stop. No.
Okay, so the funny thing is here, everyone is trying to take the piss, and the reason why I think this guy really can't allow this information to soak into his brain is because he has such an immature circle around him. Even Zherka, who's in his 30s hanging around with all these people, he is so immature. I was just watching this guy just put his hand on her head, and she just sort of looked disgusted. I'll rewind it a little bit. That's it, you see that? Oh, I missed it. Look, she did that shit. It kind of made me smile. But it's just a very immature circle, and this guy has no real intellectual people around him, no father figures. This is the dangers, because a lot of people right now, even myself, grow up without a father. Grow up without a father role model. And it is crucial for any and every bit of success that you're able to look up to the right people. To the right people. Not people that are just around you for convenience and comfortability, but the right people who want you to succeed, but not only to succeed, who will help you succeed. You see, none of these people don't, like, I may be wrong. I don't fucking know what this guy does. I mean, I know what he does, but I don't know what he does behind camera, you know what I mean? I don't know what happens behind the camera, how strong his connections are. I don't know whether it's all an online facade. Who knows? Okay? But this guy right here, his role models, I don't exactly know, but the people around him for sure as fuck have no way of helping this kid mentally succeed, spiritually succeed, and them two are, if not the most important things to get down before you have any materialistic success, because it all happens in here first. It all happens in the realm of thought. The realm of thought is a very spiritual thing. That's why people say you get downloads from the universe. Where do downloads go? They don't just come into your fucking face. Downloads come into your thoughts, into your brain. They're downloads from the universe coming down, or from a specific spirit or whatever, come down into your brain, come down and channel into your ether of thought for you to cause action. You don't do something before you think about it. If you wanna drink some water, you think, oh, I'm thirsty. Let me drink some water. Let me do this. I thought about that before I did it. It's a rare case that people just work off impulse. If you're about to fight somebody, okay, yeah, you can get in the zone. You can go, I'm really getting in the zone, and then you really have you have no force. That's when a lot of fighters are in the zone, right? Because they have no force, and they're just them and their opponent eye to eye. But why are you fighting him? It's because you're in your brain. You're like, this fucking little bastard just called my mum a whore. I'm gonna slap him in the face. And then when you're about to slap him in the face, you're like, go Jackie Chan and whip out your nunchucks. Your nunchucks. You whip out your nunchucks and go wham, wham, wham. You kill him. You go to prison. You get bummed. Right? So, it's just so important to have real people around you that really support you. And what this shows, Jack is in denial. That's the reason why I paused this video at this point. He's in denial. And if you can't open your mind up to maybe you're fucking wrong, you will stay in denial. Cognitive dissonance. That's what it's called. Cognitive dissonance is when people are so fixated on their one-track-minded reality that they can't endeavor into anything else and can't open their mind up. That's when you're fucked. But guess what? It starts up here. You have to be open-minded up here. And when you're open-minded up here, it elevates into your outer life, your external life. Because at first, you have to change internally to change externally. That's the whole point.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, you're blessed, bro. You're blessed.
And another thing, I'm not going to pause for long. I literally paused for about 20 seconds. Everything in this guy's life is revolved around social media and cameras. He's always having to put up a fucking facade, and he's always having to be disingenuous with who he really is, what he really wants. And I'm assuming that's why he has all these people around him that really don't care about him. You need to be authentic. Even if you're recording something, I'm recording this, I don't give a fuck if I'm recording it or not. I'm authentically me, and I say what I mean. And if you was right here in front of me, I'd say exactly what I mean. You will see on a podcast with me and my boy, I'm gonna be authentically me, and I'm gonna be the exact same as I am right now. I'll be passionate, I'll be charismatic, and I'll say my point boldly and proudly. This cameras everywhere, just like, how is it? It's like, fucking hell. Develop the mentality first, man.
You don't have to do this anymore. No. How about I find you a way to make just as much money? What if I find you a way to make just as much money using your clout without owning things? What if I find you that? Would you be interested?
Yeah, but then I just make double. Why would I throw away a bag?
It's not a real bag. You're a creative YouTuber. Just have a creative idea. OnlyFans is not money.
He's not using 16-year-olds to promote his fucking course. She was not 16, she was 18. Let's be real, Dad. Okay, she was not 6 months. Okay, he was doing that for marketing. He wasn't actually just set up for marketing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh, so you're saying I'm a phony now?
Yeah.
I am a I'm the real deal. I'm kidding. Don't pull out of the investment.
This guy.
Listen, bro, if I
I am a pedophile.
Looking at camera right
Don't
now.
clip that.
If I can make just as much money as you're making now with OnlyFans, and you can do good in the world, inspire people, try to make them better in life, instead of basically, oh, I'm gonna degenerate and jack off to this. I'm not even gonna look for a wife. I'm not even gonna look for anything. I'm just gonna jack off to this.
That's what I said.
This is what happens.
You just jack off to
that is that's bad karma, bro. That karma's gonna come at you. You're young. You don't understand this yet. That karma's gonna kick you in the ass. It really is. Kanye West is born on the 8th. He became a billionaire and he fucking lost it all.
Yeah, but
You understand? Yeah. That shit is gonna happen to you. That shit's gonna happen to you, bro. You're gonna lose your bag. Listen, they're gonna play this video in years. You're gonna lose your bag.
I'm down.
No, you don't need to be down. Change. Change.
Nah. You just look at it differently. It's just no matter what, there's gonna be people that are gonna do what I do, and it's just like.
Can you put your hands up? I'm not gonna do it. Promise.
What?
Just put your hands like this.
I don't want to be.
No, I'm not gonna spray you. No, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, okay, so this little conundrum with the water is fucking ridiculous. I don't know why he's doing that. But, like, stupid shit like this, like bullying Bill's character, like, what kind of fucking t-shirt is that? But, it's just, yeah, he really doesn't want to change, and he's greedy, and he's saying about Kanye West was also born on the 8th, he would go into depth. I was also born on the 8th, so, that's interesting. I was born on the 8th of the 8th. At the time, 808. So that's interesting. But yeah, he's gonna lose his money because he's fucking up with doing immoral shit. If you are also born on the 8th, or there's your life path number is an 8, and in order to work out your life path number, so for instance, I'm born on the 8th of the 8th, 2005. You can do this if you're born on the 13th or the 10th or the fucking 58th, right? It doesn't matter what month either, so you get the month. I was born in August, so that's the 8th month. I was born on the 8th day, so 8, so 0 plus 8, because 8 is just 8, so 0 plus 8 is 8, and then 0 plus 8 again, because of the month, is 8, so that's 16, and then you do, because 2005, 2 plus 5, 5, 6, 7, right, because 2 plus 5 is 7, right, so I've got 8, 8, plus that, that's 16, and then for the year, I've got 2 plus 5, that's 7. So now 16 plus 7. Plus that together. And then once you get that, you plus the two numbers together too. Okay, the only time you don't do that is when you've got an 11, a 22 and a 33. That's how you work out your life path number. There's many different attributes. Okay, so I'm a 7. And a 7 indicates, I'm not a 7, I'm actually a 5. But when you add these up, so 8 and 8 is money and 8 is power. When you add up the year, I got 7. 7 is spirituality. 7 is wisdom and knowledge. 7 is a lot of stuff like that, like introverted. I'm very introverted. Very introverted. Like, I'll speak to a lot of people, and yeah, it may seem I'm very charismatic, but that's when my polar opposites of my life path 5 and my 7 sort of convolute, become a bit unbalanced. But you can learn all this stuff about your chart too.
Just put your hands.
He's not a person. He's not a person. He's a person.
That's it. Let's go pour water on you. Scared up. Some holy water.
You dirty boy.
Brother, listen to me. You have power to control people. You have power. I got you. You have power to control people. Take advantage of it. Of course.
Oh yeah, and by the way, if you think I couldn't do the 16 plus 7, fuck you, is 23. 23, 2 plus 3 is 5. That's a 5. I'm a life path 5. If that didn't make sense the first time, I just wanted to make sure that, you know. I said that for you. If you was a bit confused when I said, yeah, get them two numbers, yeah. So 8 plus 8, plus 2 is the 5. Yeah, 20. Oh my god.
Good in the world. Does that make sense at least to you? Or no?
Slightly.
No, she's a
Get that back.
She's soulless. She has no soul.
She's on only.
You know, you don't have a soul. You stared through everything he said.
I'm gonna let Zherka take this
Here,
shit over now.
McKinley and
I did my part.
Dude, imagine.
That's crazy. They just called his girlfriend soulless, and she sort of just sat there, stared at him, and he just sat there.
You know what? I'm happy I went viral at 24. If I went viral at 19, there would be cringy clips of me. But 24, I'm like just like a fully developed and. Keep going, Gary. Keep giving us debate content.
The end goal is we all start just saying the N-word.
What the fuck? I mean,
Is that how you make money?
you definitely have to say that.
I got a second channel.
I've never in my life seen Jack say stop filming. Like Jack's getting knifed with Keep it going.
When I was getting choked up at Hollywood, I didn't snap into it that it was real until I saw a camera recording. Then I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But like, Jeff almost dies. I saw the camera and I was like, alright, fuck, none of that.
I always feel like a bitch when I'm the first guy that should turn it off. So I'm trying not to say it, but there's sometimes I just have to say it. Like sometimes I don't want that people to have that.
How about this? How about this? If you stop OnlyFans content, I'll teach you how to read people like a book. You'll be able to go up to anyone. You'll be able to go up to anyone, know their personality, know if they're loyal, disloyal, right off top.
I feel like I can't argue with people like that.
Nah.
I feel like I can.
No, brother. I've been to the White House, bro. Trust me when I tell you. I know what I'm talking about. I'll give you a unique skill
No, I
that no
get it.
one else
Obviously,
has.
you know what you're doing. You read people way better than me, but I feel like
I'm talking to myself and making a video, okay?
Video.
Yeah, can you close the door, please? Not right now. You can join after. You can join after, okay?
Okay, I want to watch this video.
No, you can't watch this video right now. We can watch it after, though, okay? Is that alright? Not right now.
Please.
Not right now.
Please.
I'll get you once I've finished, okay? And then we can make one together, okay?
Oh.
No, let go. Come on, let go, Ophelia.
Oh, you'll be my shit alone.
Huh?
You be my poop alone.
I'm just gonna finish this, okay?
Oh, you could.
And then once I finish, you can come in and, alright?
Oh, shut. Can you do this? We watch your video.
Not right now, Ophelia. No, stop it. Come on, Ophelia.
Money.
Come on, Ophelia. Thank you. Okay, so one thing that I did also want to point out, you know how I was saying about a home and a house? Look how look, don't get me wrong. I don't know whether this is just like a little chill out spot for the boys or whatever or whatnot, but this just does not look like a homely environment. Just looks like a fucking hall. Just looks like a massive place where maybe you'd throw a massive party or something and that's it. Like, it doesn't look homely whatsoever. So it's all well and good having this amazing house and having this big house, but realistically, it's just like, like, you're supposed to have some sort of fulfillment. Use money as a tool, but like, Jesus. You're getting this massive house that have all these people that don't care about you and that don't really actually love you for who you are and really actually love you, to be in a house that isn't even homely.
Disloyal, right off top.
I feel like I can't argue with people like that.
Nah.
I feel like I can.
No, brother. I've been to the White House, bro. trust me when I tell you. I know what I'm talking about. I'll give you a unique skill
No, I
that
get
no
it.
one else
Obviously,
has.
you know you're gonna win. You go way better than me, but I feel like if someone introduced themselves to me and like I spend a little bit of time.
But how
then I
about
can
this?
tell they
How about
are.
this?
Like, I can
You
tell
don't
you
even
guys are.
need to be around the person. You just need their birthday. You don't even need to know the
Whatever
motherfucker.
judgment based on their birthday.
Just based off their birthday, you'll know everything you know now plus times 10. I will give you that knowledge. You'll sign a non-disclosure. You won't give it to anyone else. You have to quit your contact.
I don't know. I think I'm good. You gotta wait a couple years.
I offer won't be around in a couple years.
All right.
I'm giving you a once in a lifetime offer now.
Wait, no. You should just do your research on who he is before.
He doesn't know who I am. He does know.
You work-
People told,
you know-
Justin told him about me.
You were on TV. I saw you put your picture on the news.
Yeah. I've been on the news.
There-
I've been on real media.
sports
I'm
teams
connected
that
with billionaires.
the dollars
I'm telling you
fall
right now,
and they
I
go,
will
"Should I
take it as a
bet?"
personal,
And he goes, "What's the
my
age
personal
of the game?"
responsibility to make you just as much money promoting good things that you do make now. I'll make it my
I just
personal.
bet.
I will personally make sure you can do it. I'm connected with billionaires. They'll find fucking ways to monetize you. I will find ways to monetize you. Just give this shit up.
Why? What's your problem with it? You had an OnlyFans addiction.
Never. I've been married for 20 years, bro.
With the OnlyFans side.
Never. Bro.
How much am I
I'm gonna make it real quick. I gave a bitch $40 in 1998, and I'm still mad about it. I'm no simp, okay? I don't give a fuck what they look like. Okay. He's seen my wife. They've seen my wife. Straight up dime piece, and guess what? I had my fucking dime piece when I was broke. Big difference, because you're never gonna know if they love you for you or you're bad. You're never gonna know it. Keep it real.
Oh!
Keep it real. Shit. Keep it real. I'm not saying you're a bad person, no. I'm not saying you're a bad person, no. At all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that's your problem. That's not her problem. You're never gonna know.
This is my team, by the way.
Okay, what are
They're
you gonna do
jealous
about
that I'm in this house. They're like,
No,
"Zherka, you
I don't
gotta
know
leave."
what you do about it. I have no idea. You need to listen to
What's the
guys
point-
like.
what's the
It's
point
not
of
gonna.
bringing it up?
Well, I mean, that's why when people marry, they have to marry when they're broke. So they build together with the female, build that bond together. They grow old
It
together.
It doesn't matter that I was here before the Lambo, the McLaren, and I
You
was
were here before when?
before the Lambo, the McLaren. I was there.
Were you a
before.
millionaire before you got with
Yeah,
her?
That
but I was
doesn't
more
matter.
than
It
about it.
doesn't matter.
Because you
though.
saw potential. You saw potential.
I
saw
know.
return
Women
on
see
investment.
potential. Hold on, women see
I like
potential
him
in
as a
people.
person.
I'm not saying that's not true. I know you like him.
know when someone has a close relationship?
When I don't have to. I know their birthdays.
I feel like I've met
That's already. I already know their birthdays.
you. You know their fucking birthday.
He's a five leg path, man. I know exactly what the fives are. Fives are the ones who are sexual. Fives are like Beyonce. Beyonce's a five.
Okay.
So little things you can tell by people's birthdays. Like for you, you're born on the 17th. You're a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. Guess what? I'm about that bag, and so are you. I ain't insulted you at all. Zero insult that. I consider Capricorns to the zodiac. Get that one. Remember that one.
I don't know what you're
Capricorns
talking
are
about.
the
What the
zodiac.
fuck are
You
you
care about that bag.
Stop
That's all I'm saying. I was more talking about him.
Yeah.
So
you
I'm
love
telling
the
you now.
can't get enough of
I
that.
will find you the same money doing everything.
Alright, ready?
by
The
OnlyFans.
moment you surpass what I be making right
How much
now,
you making?
doesn't matter.
Oh!
I need to know what I need to surpass.
I'll tell you later.
You can't tell in my ear. It doesn't have to be public. Write it down somewhere.
I don't trust you. I don't know. You might just like see it up.
I mean,
So, do you trust Zherka? You trust Zherka?
Nah.
no, he doesn't trust me. You know what he said? He's like, yo, so Zherka, like, I'm going
Is there any motherfucker in this
Are you
house
gonna be
you
here
trust?
with my girlfriend? I said, I won't even talk to her. What the fuck?
Bro, this is another thing. He's living with a guy he doesn't even fucking trust. Like, there's so many times I could have paused in this, like, little short span. I didn't pause, just so you guys can get a grasp of the video. I understand, guys, that this video is not the greatest video to react to. I also understand that if you're watching this, you're probably like, what the fuck is this video? It's boring, or this is stupid. But just power through it, because I was watching this and it shows why you need to develop the mentality first, why you need to develop having a good connection around you, and this is what not to do. This is what not to be. Being a streamer in this generation is so detrimental to you. Yeah, you'll get your bag and yeah, you'll get your money, but that doesn't mean everything. Money isn't everything. I know that's easy to say when you're poor, when you're rich and when you've got money, but talking from someone who's poor, who's going to be rich, money is not everything. You need other things in place. If he switched up his circle, if he switched up who he's around, he will get more money. He will actually get more. Switching up his friends for people he trusts. Switching up his environment, because when you switch environments, it switches up your habits, it switches up your mind, gives you a fresh start. When you switch up these environments and these toxic people who don't care about you, but their energy is draining you, you don't even realize it because you're so naive and ignorant to it. That's when you get real money, when you switch these things up. Switching up your friends isn't about getting money, but you get more money by doing it. Because you're aligning more. You're aligning more. It's like things, it's like a puzzle. So picture this is a puzzle and this is a puzzle, right? So it needs to be aligned, right? To go straight. It's like a rocket. It needs to go straight. So it needs to be aligned like this. So you see how they're both aligned? They're just like this. Slightly misaligned. When you start to align everything, everything goes forward. And everything you've ever wanted, relationships prosper, while your money prospers, while you feel internally prospered and you've tickled enlightenment, while your spirit is prospered, while you're healthy, while all of these things come together because it's all aligned. Stop focusing on one thing. Money, 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 money. You see what you'll be like this dickhead. When he said he'd give him an opportunity, when the fat guy Greg thought, I'll give you an opportunity to read anyone like a book and to understand numerology, I can help you, I can mentor you. This guy said, yeah, but I'll just get money from both things. This guy is a greedy person and he'll pay for it. He will pay for it. Getting your money is different to just being greedy. It's good to be ambitious. Be ambitious. Be a millionaire. Want to get millions and millions a month. Want to get 10 million a month. Don't drop your ambitions. Don't do that. But still keep your integrity. Don't drop your integrity to get millions. Don't drop your morality to get millions. Keep that. Some people will drop their morality and their integrity to get millions and they will pay for it.
Is there any?
Only on camera, so you can see.
Do you make more than 2 million a year? What? You make more than 2 million? More than 5?
Maybe.
Definitely more than 5.
He's not making more than 10 then, by the way.
Yeah, definitely not more
There's
than
no
10.
way he's making more than 10.
Why are you smiling like that?
I'm sure I could make you half a fucking million a month in advertising and shit like that. Just give up on.
That's 6 million a year.
No, it is guaranteed.
I would think it was only the worst business venture.
Wait, how much you make?
A lot. A lot.
You make over $1 million a month?
And he's smart. Like, he
Make
started
off
on
camera,
TikTok.
off
I'm sure he gets like 800 million impressions.
Somewhere around there.
Doing what?
Numerology, astrology, brother.
How does it come in?
I have academies, I have schools, membership.
No, tell him.
How can the truth be the devil? 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 I do numerology. I do numerology. There's numbers in the Quran. There's numbers in the Bible. There's numbers in the Torah. If my numbers are universal,
So
those books.
Thanksgiving with my family. I met him last month.
Okay, so
You
you're
know, like a
paid
drunk
to teach
Thanksgiving.
them what you do? Okay.
I have levels to it. If people want to get to the top level, they got science. If people want to just hit the entry level, they go to GG3.
Like, no, that's not how you open. Open with everyone is born with an imprint. What
Yeah,
did you say to me?
everyone's born with imprint energy. Since you're born on the 23rd, you got a mouthpiece on you.
I suck. Yeah. I'm kidding.
So Hassan, your other boy, born on the 23rd. That's the first time I see Zherka blush. When he had Hassan on the pod, and he was talking about if you have a wife, you have to set her up sometimes, and you went like this. I've never seen you do that before. I was like, uh-oh. Someone took his time away from
Well, you know what? You know what? Here's how you know I'm not compromised. You can slap women. I believe in that. You know why? Think about it. No, don't slap anyone. But no, slapping people and hurting people is wrong. But if brothers and sisters love each other at 18 years old, they're both 18, and then Thanksgiving they slap each other, do they stop loving each other? So if your wife slapped you or you slapped your wife, you don't get a divorce. You just say, hey, stop slapping.
No one in the world can talk about nonsense and be as good as him.
It's not nonsense.
He's the best. He's the best in the world at it, man. He really is. But see, that's his role. Your role can be good or bad, man. I will guarantee you, $500,000 a month. Start switching your content to good stuff. Start promoting.
What content do I do differently than this?
It'll be subscription based.
He gets like demonetized.
I do theological debates on the Bible. We don't have the same
Fuck
content.
no.
What the Bible?
The content he makes and how he makes his money is very different from how I make my money. I can have people.
I'm not a money guy. I'm a club guy.
I can
I
fucking
just
have
want the fame.
sponsorships.
I
All you gotta do is quit.
I don't think any
Michelle, let's
anywhere near. I don't know. Just like he's not making what I make.
Yeah, because I didn't do a little YouTube prank channel when YouTube popped off. I was late. I was bouncing. I was fighting. And yo, check it out.
How much do you think that has to do with you actually being born on the 8th? Like Kanye. Like Michael Jordan's born in the 17th.
And yo, Jack, think about it.
So think about it.
No,
Michael
check
Jordan
it
in the 17th?
Think about it. In the next 20 years, who's closer to getting the Spotify $100 million Joe Rogan deal? Me or you? Well, you're not really a podcaster like me, so I'll have $100 million in.
Okay, so this is just a fucking ego battle. These two really just don't like each other, bro. They're living in the same house, but obviously he's talking about how Kanye was born on the 8th, how the basketball player was born on the 8th. I forgot when he said. He said Kobe, I think he said. Pretty sure. Born on the 8th. No, he was born on the 17th. 1 + 7 is 8. I was born on the 8th. Like a lot of numerology. He was talking about imprints. Everyone has an imprint. Everyone has code inside of them, regardless of whether you want to believe it or not. You have. Let me actually switch the angle because that video is finished. We all have a code imprinted within us, okay? And that code formulates your mind, formulates your life, formulates your destiny. I don't like saying destiny because it gets a bit wishy-washy. The term is a bit convoluted. However, destiny and your path is real. And a lot of people think, oh yeah, so does that mean we've got no free will? No, you've got free will. There's potential. Like, if you have, say your potential is 100, the free will is how much work you're going to fucking put in. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, look, don't get me wrong, I'm no philosopher, I don't know everything, I know nothing, and that's okay. We all know nothing. We all know nothing and everything at the same time. So don't think that I'm better than you by telling you this stuff. I just have a different mindset and a different perspective for you. Your perspective is unique and indifferent to you. My perspective is unique and indifferent to me. And if we share our unique perspectives, our unique perspective starts to change and morph a little bit, and we start to gain different different knowledge from different perspectives. That video allowed us to get an hour worth of footage. That's crazy. Now I've got a mouthpiece because I'm born on the I'm born on the 5th. I'm a 5. I've got a fucking mouthpiece and I just talk, okay? And I'm pretty charismatic, as you can probably tell. Okay, we're gonna do some more reviews or video reviews, whatever. We're gonna do some more of it, because I think they're very good and they're very interested, and it allows me to speak my mouthpiece of how I think and how I'm breaking down the situation. Like also little things like body language that we can also depict. Like body language is simple things like now, like the barrier is like that girl that Zherka was just harassing. She moved away. Oh shit, you guys can't even see. Oh shit. Okay, let me move that. Yeah, like the body language here. I already said this body language. The woman he was harassing that was sitting over here, she moved away. You know what I'm saying? Just like different body language. I saw it loads in this video, like loads. I just didn't want to pause every fucking second. Just like, you see that? You see that? You see that? Yeah, that's annoying. So hopefully you enjoyed this different kind of styled video. It was definitely good to be back in this room and have a decent setup again. The webcam is very annoying because it loses its focus. Probably have to do something in the settings that allows me to have like, I don't know, manual focus or some shit where I actually get to choose. My wrist is proper hurting because I'm just bench pressing, and I bench press too much weight. I bench pressed 107.5 and my wrist was like bent, and then I lifted off. I obviously did the rep, but then I lifted it off and then I fucked my wrist, like painful. And because I'm obsessed with training, I just haven't stopped. I haven't had a rest day in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Supposed to eat my burgers right in front of me, but I thought to make a video instead. So, hope you guys have an amazing day. Hope you guys have a prosperous weekend, whenever you're watching this. I'm making this at a Wednesday, 14th of February, 2024. Make sure you tune into my next couple of videos, and just my videos in general. Like I said, different kind of style. Let me know what you guys want. Put it in the comment section. If there's any videos that you think are kind of interesting, put them down with the titles and the channel name in the description. Not description. In the comments. Oh my god, why did I forget that? Mind blank. Put them in the comments. Okay, I'm willing to talk about anything and anything. If you want a certain topic about spirituality, we'll run that. Okay, but you know what? Amazing speaking to you guys. Have a good day, and let's get some money.